Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Let me get this in here and get us all set up. All right, let's do this. Good morning, good morning. I wanted to jump on a minute or two early and get everything together. And so let's see here. Get the chat all set up. We should have some more friends joining us shortly. I know. Let me see here. All right. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Looks like it's going to rain here. I know it's snowing in some parts of the country. So let me know in the chat if it is crazy weather for you or it's a beautiful day. I have some craziness going on right here, y'all. I do. So let's see, if in the chat, tell me if it's raining, if it's beautiful, if it's snowing, what you got going on, because right now, as I look out my window, it is very overcast and it looks like it does want to rain. So if you're joining me, let me know what the weather is like in your neck of the woods in the chat. There's a chat button down at the bottom. So tell me what it's like. Is it snowing? Is it raining? Is it a beautiful day? Because everybody is experiencing different weather right now. So as we have our friends joining us, I wanted to just kind of chat real quick and see what's going on for everyone. So let me know in the chat. I'll start so everybody can see. Right now it looks overcast, but no rain yet. And I am here in California. Oh, Heather, she says she's getting some snow flurries in Ohio. It's way too cold for you in Texas. Now, in Texas, is it raining? Is it just cold? I know it's not snowing for y'all either. But so if it's cold for y'all, I want to make sure before we jump in that you have yourself either a warm beverage, right? Get yourself some coffee, some hot cocoa, ooh, some apple cider. That's my favorite. Some warm apple cider and get yourself cozy. Let's see. It's actually, but it's only 45 degrees. Okay. That is a little chilly. I'm feeling you too, because here's the thing, even here in California, it's so funny. Where I am not at the beach. You know, everybody thinks California a lot of times and they think, oh, the sunny beach in LA and San Diego and all that. Yeah, no, where I am at, we are in the valley actually. And so, yes, it gets cold here and foggy and really hot as well during the summer. It gets super hot. But we're in a place where we really don't get snow. Now, I can drive about 45 minutes north and there's lots of snow. So for me, I love it because we're super close to both. I get to go to the mountains about 45 minutes away and go to the snow and we get to play. And then to go to the beach, it's about 2 hours away. So we are within driving distance of so many great things for us. So it's super fun. And I love our location. I really do. I'm an hour from Yosemite. I mean, I think that's amazing. If you've never been to Yosemite, y'all need to come out and visit and we can show you Yosemite. It is absolutely beautiful, y'all. It's absolutely beautiful no matter what time of year you come. Right now it's snow covered and in the spring and summer it's beautiful. It's not too hot. It's just beautiful. So anywho, so as people join in, say hello, let us know. I mean, obviously we know that Heather's in Ohio, Maggie, she is in Texas. But if you're coming in, definitely let us know where you're at, what it's like, and kind of how you're handling it, right? How you're handling it because, I know it's super cold for a lot of us. And so these mornings, I love just get myself my hot little beverage and my warm fuzzy socks and really just cuddling up and snuggling up as I work. So I want to welcome everyone who's here and those who will be coming. I want to welcome you to our webinar, the #1 most overlooked revenue source in your studio right now that has to pertain to enrolling preschool students. And so I wanted to dive right into that. But before I jump in, if you don't know me for some reason, I am Erin Bird. I am a dance studio strategist, the creator of Dance Biz in a Bag, as well as the Hit List marketing system for studio owners. I myself am a studio owner as well, and I have Birdie's Kids in Motion here in California. And I want to dive right in because we all have so many things that we could be doing today. I really want to honor your time and get through this. And if you have any questions as we go on, just throw them in the chat box, and then we'll go back and I can hopefully answer any questions that you might have. So I'm going to get started, and because it is 9:04 and you know me, I'm all about getting it going. So let's jump right in. I am going to share my screen with y'all, and let me get in here so you can see what we've got going on. All right, so let me know if you can't see this for some reason. Let me know. You can unmute yourself and say, hey, Erin, I can't see it. But if everything's good, then let's dive right in. Let's dive right in, y'all. So today we're going to talk about the most overlooked way to enroll preschool students into your studio, which is the most overlooked way of creating extra revenue inside your studio or creating a standalone program, actually. So I'm Erin Bird again, and I'm a dance studio strategist, and I love working with my clients. They give me so much joy, and I get to work with them and from all over the country, and actually outside of the U.S. I do have a few clients outside of the U.S. as well. And I love watching them grow and be on a journey together with them. And it's just so fulfilling for me to be able to share my knowledge and really see these studio owners create the life of their dreams. And this program has done that for myself and for them. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So the number one most overlooked way of increasing your revenue in your studio is getting outside your studio. Getting outside the four walls of your studio is what is going to actually create substantial revenue into your business. I have clients all over that do over 6 figures in just this one program alone. And you're thinking, oh my goodness, how is this possible? It works. I might live in a rural area. There's not that many daycares or preschools or private schools. And the truth is, when you actually start looking at how many schools are licensed in your area, you will be surprised. Number one, the opportunity is immense. We all know in our mind there are certain schools that are the go-to schools in your area, or schools that are just known for being great preschools. And it doesn't mean that those other schools aren't just as great. They just might not be marketing the same way. They might not have the same word of mouth from their parents. But the truth is, when you start diving in to the actual data, the actual numbers of how many licensed preschools and daycares, private schools there are in your area, you will be shocked at the amount of opportunity. And so what I love for every single one of my clients to do first is to actually make a hit list. Hence the hit list marketing system. But make a hit list, a list of schools in your area that you would like to approach, that you think would be the perfect fit for your program. And doing this exercise allows you to see the opportunity around you. And not only that, but it helps you start thinking in terms of strategy. And how do we get the schools that are the right fit, that are the ideal students? And so I had one of my clients the other day we were just starting out our journey together, and I had her do this exercise. And I said, I just want you to take and see how many centers, licensed centers, are in your 20-mile radius, right? Because we all don't mind 20 miles. We all drive 20 miles. No big deal, right? In my opinion. And 20 miles is about the radius that people aren't going to start thinking about driving to your studio, right? Yes, there might be 5 other studios within that 20-mile radius, but 20 miles isn't really a huge deal for most people to drive if they want what you have to sell. And so she started doing this exercise, and she found out there was over 200 centers within 20 miles of her. And here's the thing, guys. She is not in a huge metropolitan area. She is in a moderate-sized city that had way more opportunity than she actually thought that they would. So that is the first step, is really, what is the opportunity there, and making your hit list of who you can approach, And then we get into, okay, we need a smart strategy, right? We need a strategy about who we approach and when we approach them and how we approach them. And the biggest thing I can tell you is this, that when you have a strategy in mind, right? When you have a strategy in mind, you can be very smart about your time. But before we even jump into that, the biggest thing is, what will be required of you? When you leave the four walls of your studio, what will be required of you to go into those centers? And so you need to do a little bit of research as far as, what are you going to need? Everyone is going to ask you for a fingerprint clearance, right? We all know that. Everyone's going to ask you for that fingerprint clearance. You will need some sort of liability insurance. Even though the centers hold their own insurance, they will want you to have your own liability insurance. Take a look at, do you need your immunizations? Do you need proof of those? Some states, like here in California, we have to show proof of our immunizations. So we cannot go into the schools and teach unless we have those. And so not every state requires that, but that's something that you definitely want to look into and see, do I need this to provide this service in these centers, okay? So those are a few things and that you want to look at, because we don't want to dive into marketing our program if we don't have our ducks in a row, and you go in and they say, well, do you have your fingerprint clearance? And you're like, huh, what's that? So we want to make sure that all of our ducks are in a row, right? That all of our ducks are in a row. And then, yes, now once we know we have kind of those ducks in a row, that we know what we need, we can start marketing to our hit list. And here's the thing, y'all. It sounds easy, right? But knowing how to approach a school site is key to your success. Key to your success. And so the beautiful thing that you could do is go in confidently. I've created scripts and templates for my clients, but going in to introduce yourself is key. It's key. I have a lot of people ask me, well, Erin, when I call these schools that I think would be a good fit, I get a lot of no's. And I just don't understand. And so I want to go back to the thought process of this. When you have a random telemarketer call you and try to offer you their service, their product, your immediate response is probably going to be a no thank you, right? Because you haven't gone out searching for them. Those solicitors are soliciting you. They're trying to get you to buy their product or their service. So think about it in those terms. So if you switch roles and you are the one making phone calls and trying to recruit business that way, you are going to get a lot of no's. And so within my hit list marketing system, we talk about getting out, old school, pounding the pavement. Think about the pharmaceutical reps. That should say it all to you. They don't call those doctors. They go out and they hit the ground running. Okay, so here's the other portion of it that sometimes people don't realize, is that in business, no matter whether you're a pharmaceutical rep, no matter whether you're a dance studio owner, you are a car salesman, you are in the business to make money, which requires you make sales. So you have to get comfortable with the sales process, okay? So you've gone in, you've had a great discussion, but what's next? Well, what's next for y'all is booking a demo day. Booking a demo day. Because here's the thing. People ask all the time, well, what is a demo day? What do you mean by that? Demo days are how you get into a center. They are that bridge between you making an offer and you closing a sale. If you didn't get that, write that down. A demo day is the bridge between making an offer and sealing a deal. Sealing a deal. And so demo days are how I get 9 out of 10 centers to sign up immediately. It's with an amazing demo day. This part is absolutely crucial in the sales process. We know your program's amazing, but you need the demo day to visually show and sell your program. And once you do that, you're in like fun, y'all. When they can see with their own two eyes the amazing program that you have to offer, how the kids are engaged, how they love everything that you've done in there, it would be silly for them to say no, right? The demo day sells your program. That's it. It's absolutely essential. And I love walking my clients through the process of how to really get those demo days booked. And so now you're thinking, okay, we've gone through a few steps. So we know that we need to know what opportunities out there. We know we need to have a really smart strategy. We know what we need to figure out if we can be there or not. We know that we need to book a demo day, right? And how do we make that demo day a success? Because if your demo day is a crucial part of the process, how do we make that day successful, right? How do we make sure that every time we do a demo that it's a success? And with anything in life, preparation can make or break your demo day, right? We need to be prepared before we go in, because the demo day, it will show the center how you conduct business. It shows them, are you a legitimate business? And so make sure that you are setting the stage for successful partnership. And I want to make sure that you focus in on that I use the word partnership, because this type of program is 100% built on relationships and partnerships. Now, it's not a partnership in the terms of they're taking, we're giving them money, we're, 50-50 partners. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a partnership like you would think in a marriage, right? Or in a friendship. You need to be partners in this program with those directors and those teachers, because they are essential in the success of your program. And, don't forget when you're setting up your demo day, don't forget the little things. And you might think, little things. Reward the students for a fun class. Make sure you either pass out stickers that are branded to you, right? At the end of your demo, you could do stamps. Here's the little tip, though, I'm going to give y'all. And listen up, because this will make or break your demo. If you decide that you are going to hand out branded stickers, which I absolutely encourage, make sure that you leave extras in every single class for those teachers, because it is inevitable that between nap time, outside recess, whatever else happens in that day, someone is going to lose a sticker. And you do not want to be the cause of a meltdown, because that equates to that teacher, that director, that you're going to cause more of a burden problem being here than just our normal day, right? And even though it seems so trivial, it's a sticker, right? You want to make sure that you've covered every single thing, because again, it goes back to it sets the stage for how you conduct business. And you want to make everything as easy as possible for those teachers inside that center. And if you go up and you hand them a few extras and you say, look, I want to leave you with a few extras because I know that inevitably one of our friends, they're going to lose it, it's going to get wet, something's going to happen, and I want you to be able to give them a new sticker so there's no meltdowns. And they appreciate that more than words can say. It helps seal the deal that you get them. that you get their job, that you get what they are doing. And so you want to make sure that they're equipped to handle a meltdown because they lost your branded sticker and they want that sticker and they want to show their mom when they go home, right? So don't overlook the little details. Don't overlook the little details, okay? So now we know that we're making this day a fantastic success, right? We're making it a success. So it goes to the next thing, closing the deal. Dun, dun, dun. Everyone says, oh, Maren, closing a sale, asking for the sale. That's my most not favorite part, right? A lot of people don't like the idea of sales, of selling, of asking for the sale. But the truth is that when you make this demo day a success and you have so many smiles on those friends' faces that they're just engrossed in everything, engaged in everything that you do. The teachers love it. They see the joy in the friends' faces. That how could you not ask them for the sale? You know what you do is going to be a game changer, not only for the center, but for those families, okay? So now you need to close the sale. You need to close the sale and enroll new students. So my biggest tip for this is that you do not leave a demo day without closing the sale. You need to have a step-by-step formula to book your program every single time. I have a client who booked 25 new school sites within 60 days of working with me because she realized she needed to seal the deal as soon as the demo was done. She did not walk out of that building without figuring out and laying out the next steps for that director. And you guys are all very smart and can do the math. What would 25 new school sites, 25 new classes even, mean for you in terms of enrollment? What would it mean? 25 new school sites, 25 new classes, you know, could that mean 200 new students for you? Absolutely, absolutely. And so we seal the deal, we set a date, we figure out a time that's going to work, and we put it on the calendar and we get it going, right? We get it going. We say we are going to start on this day at this time, and these are the next steps. That's really an important part that I think sometimes people forget is we need to lay out what the next steps are for those directors so they know what to expect. Because when you don't lay those out, there's a lot of questions swirling around, and when parents start to ask those questions, the directors or the teachers cannot properly answer them. And then you start getting a lot of, well, they don't know the answer, so I'm just going to go do this instead. I'm going to try soccer shots instead. I'm going to try tumble butts. Whatever it is, they're going to try something else because that director knows all the answers, right? So we need to let them know what the steps are and what the process is. So it might be, okay, I'm going to send out some enrollment forms, some flyers. We're going to set this all up, and you're going to lay it all out for them step by step so they know what to expect. And when you come back and you follow through with that process, again, it shows that you are in this business as a real player. And this isn't just something you're going to do today, and in 2 months you're going to decide, I don't want to do it. This is part of your business model, and that you take it very seriously. So you've closed the sale with the director. You've set a date and a time to start, right? And now you're thinking, okay, how do I get the parents to enroll the students into our program? And so booking the new school site is super exciting, right? Because it's like, oh, the opportunity, I was able to seal the deal. But it's really only one part of the sales process, because once you're set to hold the classes at a school site, you still need to get the students enrolled. And so selling to those parents is the next piece of the puzzle. And having a strong strategy in place is important. I've worked with a few clients who they did the demo day and they would have a handful enroll, but then they'd stop there and they were questioning, well, why can't I get this class full? Well, here's the deal, y'all. If you've done any research or any study on marketing, you will know that the experts say that people need about 7 touches, 7 little taps on their shoulder, 7 little nudges before they take action. And so you cannot rely on one interaction with just the students and the teachers to sell your program to the masses. And I hope that you're hearing me, because when you're enrolling students into your studio, it's a different dynamic and a different marketing approach than when you are enrolling students inside a center, a daycare, a private school. Your marketing is a little different. And so we need to be a little more aggressive in our marketing, but we have a captive audience, which is an amazing thing. An amazing thing. You know exactly where you will get your students from because they're right there in front of you. You are not wishing, hoping, and wanting for someone to come into your studio and trial your class, right? You have a built-in captive audience within these centers and the daycares that you cannot replicate anywhere else, period. Okay, so having a strategy in place on how you continue to enroll students is key. It's key. You cannot have a one and done approach and expect to have amazing results. So having that strategy in place means I had a client who within 75 days added 118 new preschool students into just this program. It was a total game changer for her. 118 new students. What would that mean to you? What would that mean to you? And so right now, let me go in here. I'm going to stop sharing real quick. So in the chat, number 1, let me know, what would 100 new preschool students mean for you in your business in the next even 6 months, let's just say. I'm going to go easy on y'all. In 6 months, what would it mean for you to have 100 new students? Because I know what it means for most of my clients, right? It means more money in their bank account. It means a shift, a transition in things, right? I actually have a client, David, who he came to one of my workshops and he's implemented these strategies, and he's now realized that he would rather teach these preschool classes in the morning at a couple daycare centers, and now he can cut out doing so many comp solos. Because when we did a return on investment analysis, he was getting a far better return on his investment by doing these preschool classes than taking on a couple solos. So what does it mean for you? What does it mean for you? So let me know in the comments what it would mean for you to add on an extra 100 students. I'm going to say within the next 6 months, but that's really stretching it, y'all. Within the next 3 months into your program. Because I can tell you, as a studio owner, adding 100 students into your preschool program not only is a quick influx in cash right now, but it is also long-term the golden ticket to having retention, having students stay inside your studio for longer, okay? For longer. So, do you have any questions for me? Because this is the time to ask your questions. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. You could say, hey, I have a question. Throw it in the chat if you want, because I would love to answer any questions about how you add a mobile program to your business. So 100 more students would mean I could keep my family time in the evening while teaching during the day. Woohoo! Absolutely, absolutely. When you add 100 students to your program, it means that you can literally rearrange your schedule in your life to accommodate your family. And honestly, for anyone who is new here with me, That is exactly why I decided to go mobile. I decided to go mobile because I didn't want to miss dinners around the table with my family. I didn't want to miss my daughter's cheer competitions. I didn't want to miss the softball games and the soccer games that were in the evenings. And for me, I just had a come to Jesus moment, honestly, because I felt like I was missing out. And I knew that I needed a change. And so this was the key to that change for me. And it gave my family financial stability that I had before, and it's actually grown into something bigger than that. I'm making far more than I did prior to doing this, and there's more money in my pocket, and I actually have so much more free time. I work about 10 hours a week inside this program, inside this business, and 3 of those hours are actually teaching because I just love it so much. So 7 hours a week that I put into this business. So I am not working those 50 and 60 hour a weeks like so many studio owners that I talk to. So yes, 100 more students would be fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, I want to jump in. I'm going to share my screen one more time with y'all, but if you do have questions, don't feel afraid to pop them into the chat. I will go back to it, but I'm going to go back to sharing my screen real quick because let's see if we can get in here and this works for us. Oh, yeah, I want to go down to here. Let's see if it lets me. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so yes, I want to say number one, thank you for joining me on this webinar. And I want to invite you all to a workshop I'm hosting. It is the 100K Preschool Dance Blueprint Workshop in Atlanta, March 30th and 31st. And it is a weekend where we lay out the exact blueprint of every single step that you need to get yourself inside these preschools and daycares, okay? I'm talking about everything you need to know. I'm giving you tips, I'm giving you scripts, I'm giving you everything that you need to create the program that gives you the financial stability, that gives you the freedom of time, that gives you the dream life that you actually know that you want and deserve. And so we talk about things like how to get known in the preschool industry, daycare industry inside your community. How do we do that? How do we craft the perfect demo day that sells? How do we go about the hit list marketing system? We dive really deep into that. And I'll be honest with you, the majority of our time together over those 2 days is centered around those exact plans, how to do that. Because that is where most studio owners get a little caught up. They get a little caught up. So I want to make sure that you guys walk away with everything that you need to feel confident in closing the sale, in enrolling new system. What is the strategy behind that? What is the process that I use every single time, that my clients use every single time to get them to their goals? And here's the thing, y'all, and I want to be really clear about this. The first thing that we do inside of this workshop is we lay out what your personal goals are. Because the truth is, my path is very different than yours, and what my goals are can be 100% different than what your goals are. And I want to make sure that we lay out a blueprint, we lay out a plan that falls in line with your big vision goals, okay? Because I have some clients who come to me and they say, Erin, I only want to work 3 mornings a week, and I want X amount of students, and how do we get there? And I say, okay, here's your plan, and let's go for this. Let's go for the gusto. And then I have other clients who come to me and say, Erin, this year I want to make $100,000 inside this mobile preschool program. And I say, okay, let's lay out your plan. And here's the thing, the 100K goal and the 3 morning a week goal, one is not better than the other. It's what's the values and the vision they have for themselves and their family. And so I don't look at things in the terms of, yep, you all need to make 6 figures a year to be successful. I absolutely do not believe that. I believe success comes when it aligns with the visions and the values that you have for yourself, your business, and your family. And so that's one of the big things that we kick off the workshop with is what is the vision, the values that you have for you and your family and for your business, and how do we make this program work for you? How do we make this program work for you? So Atlanta, Georgia is where I'm coming. I had so many studio owners ask me to come to the East Coast. So I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming to the East Coast this time to Atlanta, March 30th and 31st. Get it on your calendar. There is the link, or it has right here, the URL to go and check it out. It has more information. But I want to tell you all this. Two things. Number one, February 1st, my ticket prices are going up. So I want you to jump in now before those prices go up. Right now, ticket prices, they're $397 to reserve your seat for the 2 days that this transformational workshop is going to do for you. I also do have a payment plan of 2 payments at $225. So you can get in on the payment plan. February 1st, the payment plan, it goes away. It goes away. Payment plan goes away and ticket prices go up. So I want to make sure that you're jumping in now before those prices go up. The other thing is, because you're here with me on this webinar, I want to make sure that you know that there's some amazing bonuses for y'all. So one of the bonuses that you will receive is bring a buddy, bring a friend ticket. So the bring a friend ticket is for you to bring another studio owner that you know that might really could use this information. It might be for a spouse. It might be for an admin person who's going to help you take care of some of these tasks. So the Bring a Friend ticket is a fantastic way to have someone in there with you in it, working on your business, working on their business, together in the room together. So Bring a Friend is really awesome, and I'm going to offer that to y'all. So you can bring a buddy, bring a friend, and a lot of times we find that those buddies, you know, you end up splitting the cost, or you might split the cost of your hotel room. So it's a really great thing, and we love having friends in the room. It just makes things more fun. So I'm going to offer a Bring a Friend for you. So that is one of the bonuses. And one of the other bonuses that I'm offering to y'all right now is I don't want you to have to wait till March to get started, right? Time is now. Let's get started now, right? So I'm going to offer to you my Get Started Now package that has the essential scripts and templates to get you going. So when you walk into the room with me, you are ready to hit the ground running, and you've already accomplished some of these tasks. You know where the opportunity lies. You've done some of the worksheets and some of the strategies to get yourself really prepared. So when you walk out of the workshop, you can literally start booking new schools immediately. Immediately. I have clients who came to the workshop in November, and they are already in running new preschool classes, and enrollment is just flowing in for them, y'all. So you can leave the workshop and start a spring session immediately. Immediately. This isn't going to take you a year to get your return on investment, y'all. So I want to make sure that you have that now. So as soon as you register for the workshop, you will get immediate access to our essential scripts and templates to get started now, to really get this mobile preschool program going. Okay, so again, jump on, do not wait. This is not an event where I'm having 100 people in the room, y'all. I don't believe in that. I really limit this. I limit this, okay, because I want to make sure that everyone's questions get answered. I want a really small, intimate group that we can really focus on you and your goals and your business, okay? So don't wait. It's $397 right now, or you can go ahead for the payment plan, but that payment plan is going away and the price is going up February 1st. So I want to make sure that if this is something that you're looking at doing, that you get in now while you can. Take that money and put it towards your hotel, or take that money and put it towards, you know, the cost of getting there, because I know there's other costs involved, y'all. I understand that. But when you invest in yourself and you know that this is the right path for you, that this can be the game changer for you that you've been really dreaming of, that you're yearning for, we make the investment and we can earn it back very quickly. Very quickly. Y'all, so quick. So I know it sounds silly, but it's true. You will learn everything you need to know to get this off the ground and get this lucrative program really just flying in and working for you like clockwork, because this workshop sets the stage and lays it all out for you. And I can tell you wholeheartedly, 100%, that no one else in our industry, no one else in the dance industry is teaching you and giving you all of the pieces of this puzzle and teaching you how to launch a lucrative mobile program, right? Nobody else is going to teach you how to do this unless you want to invest in like a franchise or something like that. But I'm going to give you all of the strategies, all of the tips, all of the tricks, all of the processes without you investing in a franchise. So you need to be in the room if this is something that you think is going to be a game changer for you. And I know it will. It has been for me. It's been for every single one of my clients. It works. Whether you live in rural America or you live in a highly, highly metropolitan area, it just works. So get on there right now. It is http:// I always love this, bit.ly/blueprint-atl. Get on right now, take a look, grab your seat, get your bring a friend for free ticket, get your bonuses now, because why wait? Why wait for next year? Why wait for the next thing, right? When you could do it now. Go now, and your life will be so much different 6 months down the road. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. But if we wait until fall, let's say, when I go and I do the next one here in California, you've wasted this whole opportunity. You've wasted half of your year waiting and thinking about it, right? Or thinking, could this work for me? And I guarantee it can work for you. Now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to stop sharing. But again, erinbird.com. You can email me there. You can also go on, like I said, to the workshop here. I am actually going to stop sharing the screen real quick. And I am going to, let's see. Okay. So Maggie says she has a million questions, but she's keeping her list because her and I are going to do a strategy session on Thursday. Okay, fabulous. So that is the other thing. So here's the thing. I'm going to put two things in the chat for y'all. So the first one is I am going to put the link for the information on the 100K Blueprint Preschool Dance Blueprint Workshop. It's always a mouthful, y'all, and I don't know why. I just can't get that out sometimes. So I am going to go ahead and put the link for that right now in the chat so you guys can take a look and grab your seat for that. I'm going to put that in there right now. So you all have that. I think I did that right. Let's see. Oh, I think I did it right. Okay. You know me, I'm so excited about those sort of things. So I am going to put that in for you right now. Now that is for the workshop. I always want to make sure if it works. Does it? Let me know if that works or not. I want to make sure that that link is working for you. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, yay, it worked. Okay, perfect. Y'all know me. This is not necessarily what I do. Okay, so there is the link for that, for the workshop. Get your spot today. Do not wait, because like I said, February 1st, those prices are going up. The payment plan is going away. So I want you to get all of that. I want you to get the bonuses. I want you to get everything that you need to be successful. So there's that. Now, Maggie, she's signed up for a strategy session, which I'm so excited about. So here, if you need to chat a little bit more, if you have lots of questions, I definitely want to answer this for you. So I am now going to put another link inside here for you to work with me. So to do a free strategy session so we can chat it out. We can talk and see if this is the right path for you. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys have that opportunity. You can get to my calendar and we can chat about it, okay? Because I want all your questions to be answered. Everybody has questions about, will this work for me and how do we make it work, right? So we want to hash those all out. So I'm going to put that right now in the comments too. .ly/Erin. Well, it'd help if I spelled my name right. Okay. Strategy. Okay. So that should work as well. Get you on my calendar. So I'm going to leave you today. If there are no other questions, I want to thank you for coming. I know you could have spent your time a million different ways. I understand that. And I truly appreciate you coming in, joining in on our space, even though it's super cold where y'all are, and really leaning in to the idea and the opportunity of growing your business in this way. Because there are so many different things that you can do, and there's so many ideas out there swirling around, and you know, a million different things that you can do. But I can tell you, without a doubt, 100%, this is a data-driven answer, that a mobile preschool program is a highly profitable, and that's the key, a highly profitable program. You can be way more profitable outside the four walls of your studio than you can inside your studio. And I hope you hear me on that, because your overhead is so much less, y'all. Now, the beautiful thing about this program, though, is you're making high profit in this program, and then you're feeding those students into your studio space if you so have one. When it's time for them to move on from their daycare into kindergarten, into first grade, into the public school sector, you move them, because they already have a relationship with you inside their preschool, into your studio space. And what does that mean for you long term? It means you get to retain more students for a longer amount of time. I think that's a win-win, y'all. So it has been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. And I have to leave y'all with this. So I hope you're leaning in, because I am all about passion and profit. Passion and profit. It doesn't have to be one or the other. So I am going to leave you with, show me the money, right? Show me the money. Because a mobile preschool program is so profitable that it will show you the money. It will show you the money. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to leave you there. Have a fantastic week, y'all. And I cannot wait to see you at the 100K Preschool Dance Blueprint Workshop in Atlanta, March 30th and 31st. Y'all, it's going to be a rocking good time. So I'll talk to y'all. Bye, friends. Have a fantastic day. Bye.